decided I'm going to start documenting some of my training for this project sub 3, doing a marathon in under 3 hours, and this is the first week, so I'm not going to probably do each and every week, but especially the first week and a few weeks here and there, progress into the final week, race week, beginning of December. So yeah, first week. Yesterday did an easy 5k, and today I'm going to do 6k at marathon pace, 2 kilometers warm up, 2 kilometers cool down to get some weekly mileage in, and yeah, let's see how it goes. For a bit of context, I started back end of March at 96.5 kilos. Being honest, probably let myself go a little bit with no goal races in the pipeline, so always helps keep me in check. And yeah, 16 weeks base building, bit of a deload, 4 weeks of just doing a bit of interval and hill work, and now we are here at week 1 day 1, or week 1 day 2. A bit of additional background: I've done 2 ultra marathons of 100k, 8 marathons, my quickest to date being 3 hours 14 minutes, and the goal for that one was sub 3:15, so scraped it but still got it. And I've done 6 half marathons, so here we go. 16 weeks from now, hopefully PBing by around 15 minutes or a bit more, to not cut it so fine this time. But here we go today, 6 kilometers marathon pace. Let's see how I get on. Okay, so the goal was do 6 kilometers marathon pace, which I've got between 4:10 and 4:15. I need to learn that pace. Should have done 6k, I did 5k, but I did 5k at about an average of 4:05, 4:06. So I think it was more just panic trying to find that pace. So not bad for the first attempt at marathon pace, being ahead of it rather than behind it. 29-degree heat, humid as, and yeah, we'll take it. 4:05, 4:06 average. That'll do to start off with. That's the first attempt, so yeah, strong start, but skipped a kilometre. I just didn't get the pacing right, so then it affected the last kilometre and a half, and the heat doesn't help either. So yeah, on to the next. 10k easy tomorrow, recovery. 2k cool down after that 5k, which I'd say is probably closer to like half marathon pace. And yeah, we just need to get rid of this heat now. Training for all out of June, July, August, it just doesn't make it any easier. It spikes the heart rate, and then once it's up there, it's difficult to get it down. So yeah, roll on the cooler weather to push harder, but we'll take the gains from the summer training. Peace out. 7k easy, done about 5:15 pace, which this time of year is probably still a little bit too quick for easy pace. I'm doing most of my heart rate training with the heart rate strap, so I think my average heart rate was about in the 130s, mid 130s. I know in winter it's around 125 or so, so probably should have gone a touch slower, but it is what it is in August. So yeah, 7k easy after yesterday's effort. Done. Back on the Dust Bowl. A few of the pros and cons of it. I'm not a big fan of it, but I know the benefits it brings. Less impact, good mental conditioning, and keeping the mind switched on for each and every lap. But yeah, it's tedious, and I don't think you can do more boring runs than this, so anything else after this is a bonus. And you can monitor your heart rate much easier because it's consistent, it's flat. So if you are trying to achieve a certain heart rate or effort level, then yeah, it's ideal for that. But anyone that says they enjoyed running 7k, 10k or whatever on the track, as long as it's not a short one, then yeah, there's much more interesting routes than running around in circles like hamster. So I've got a 16k run to do at the weekend. That's the first of my long runs, not really that long, but I want it all to be progressive. And I've also got a fartlek session, 2k warm up, 2k cool down, 5k of fartlek work, so just picking the pace up and practicing surges and going through different paces. So yeah, week 1 is well underway now. Peace out. Friday, 3rd run of the week, and today's plan is a bit of a fartlek threshold session, 1.5k warm up, 5k just pushing the pace and easing off again, going around the track, and then 1.5k cool down. Tomorrow 5k easy, bit of a recovery, and then Sunday final run of the week, 16 kilometers. Should have done a 10k tomorrow, but on the Monday, being the first day, I didn't do like a bit of a rest day cross train. I just took it as a 5k easy, just to get into it. I always like to do, before a interval session or tempo run, the day before I like to do an easy run. I just feel like it keeps the legs ticking over and it wakens them up a little bit. So yeah, 5k around threshold and dipping in and out of it. Just doing a bit of fartlek today, so a bit windy, so I'm just going to go off effort rather than clock watching too much. So here goes. Just finished the 5k. I ended up doing 5k, but basically 200 meters on, 200 meters off. The first kilometer I just went 600 meters hard, and then 300-400 meters recovery, and then just slipped into 200 meters on, 200 meters off. My 200 meter on pace was averaging around 3:10, 3:15, and my recovery pace 200 meters off was around 4:55, 5:05, so about 5-minute average for recovery pace. Yeah, so I felt it towards the last couple of reps. So now I'm hitting the right heart rate zones. I was pushing around 174, 175 beats per minute, which is a good heart rate for me. That knows I'm working in the right zone. So yeah, another good run banked. 5k easy tomorrow, 16k Sunday morning. Let's keep it rolling. Good start to week 1 so far, so good. Here we are, Saturday evening, 5k easy. I'm ticking over around 5:05 pace, so going a touch too quick really. So about 1.5 kilometres in, I'm going to slow it down to around 5:15, 5:20. I should have done this run this afternoon, but fucking hell. Got down to the track during my lunch break, all my kit ready, watch, forgot that at work, trainers, left them at home. So no, it wasn't happening this afternoon. So now 5k easy this evening. Currently just gone 9 o'clock, and in the morning 16k to wrap up the week. I think, to just break down the mileage a bit, I'm going to do 5k easy, 5 or 6k at marathon pace, and then 5k easy to wrap it up to 15-16 kilometers. So yeah, I hate stacking the runs to the back end of the week. Sometimes it feels a bit overwhelming knowing that you still maybe got a 10k run, a 7k run and 20+k run to do. Not ideal sometimes, but it's just how it is sometimes with work and life. Other things take priority, don't they? So here we are. Anyway, less whinging. This is going to be the easiest marathon training week of the whole 16. So we'll be knocking it out of the park tomorrow morning, 50k for the week done and dusted. Here we go. Just finished the 15k run, easy, and decided in the first couple of kilometres I was going to keep it easy for the whole pace. Just knowing that it's going to happen that day or not, depends how the body wakes up, and I could tell it didn't want to play ball today, so kept it easy. 15k, should have been 16, but I ended up just running around the block about 2 or 3 times to finish it off, so got fed up of doing that. So just under 50k for the week, averaged about 5:15 pace, 5:10 pace, so where it should have been. But yeah, you can tell by how much I'm sweating, humidity, and it's probably already like mid to low 20 degrees, so it's going to push the heart rate up a little bit, but yeah, still felt comfortable regardless of the conditions. So that's a wrap for week 1. Tomorrow it's just a bit of a cross-train day, stretching, mobility, and then looking forward to next week, week 2. A bit of an impromptu session, purely for the fact that I couldn't handle leaving this morning's run at 15 kilometres, knowing that I had to do 16. So we've just done a 500-metre swim, because I've got a sprint distance triathlon in just under a month. So trying to keep on top of the swimming as best as I can. Not even getting out on the bike, which I need to do a bit more of, I know, but priority is everything focused towards marathon training. So all the other little races, B races here and there, are just bonuses. So I'm going to do now 5 times 100 sprints, 100-metre recoveries, pretty much just doing strides, and that'll get me to a kilometre. So for my running OCD, that'll take me to 50 kilometres for the week, and I'll be able to sleep well tonight, knowing the fact I've done that. Yes. Five minutes work done, easy. Could get used to that. That is definitely a wrap for this week. Done and dusted. Solid first week. I think I might have to figure out some sort of outro for these videos, but for now, that is your lot for week 1. 50k, good marathon pace session, interval session, and fartlek session done. Cracking start. Let's keep it rolling. See you next week. Peace out.